All right, so previously we've done, I've shown you how to do frequency count and percentage, as well as mean and standard deviation. So the next thing we want to do is comparison checks. We want to compare the responses we are having. All right, so we want to do comparison checks. And to carry out comparison checks, we would look at, we will compare our demographic variable with the individual responses. So assuming we have a research question that states, is there a significant difference between gender and job satisfaction, all right? Or does job satisfaction differ between male and female? So that would mean that we have to carry out a comparison test. And to carry out a comparison test, I will go to analyze, go to compare means. In this case, I'm going to use independent sample t-test because it has to do with two-level comparison. So under my grouping variable, I'm going to put in my gender, and you can see it's asking me a question. What do you mean? I click on define groups. Group 1 is 1. Yes. So 1 actually is male, right? And then 2 is female. So group 1 is 1, and group 2 is 2. I click on continue. And then I want to use my variable that I've created. I want to find out if there's a difference in the job satisfaction of male and female teachers. So I move my overall job satisfaction to the test variable. Now let me go to options. Yes, I want it to be on 95% interval, continue. And then I ensure you tick on effect size estimates. Now, because our sample is very small and we want stable response, I would prefer we perform a bootstrapping. All right, we'll talk about that later on. But we use bootstrapping if our sample size is very small so that we can have a stable result. So I click on continue and then click on OK. Now it provides me my result. Okay, I think it's still running. So here is the result. You can see that for my Levene test, this is what we are more interested in. So we focus on the significant two-tail. So looking at this, if my level of significance, we are using the 0.05 level of significance, all right? So if my calculated or the p-value, p-value is also the same thing as sig value, but we focus on the sig two-tail, all right? Now, if my p-value, which I've gotten, is greater than my level of significance, 0.05, I'm going to accept the null hypothesis, which says that there is no significance. There's no the job satisfaction does not differ between male and female teachers. So if it's greater than 0.05, I'm going to accept that there is no significant difference. And then you can see that 0.724 is greater than 0.05, all right? So that means that the difference we can see here you can see that for male, the mean is 25.6, and for female, the mean is 26.2. So although the female mean is slightly higher than the male mean, it is not that, it's not that the gap is not that wide to say that there's significant difference. So from our p-value information here, can confirm that there is no significant difference. So that's how we carry out our t-test. We can do the same for school type and qualification. For the next class, we're going to go over to another one. Thank you.